Hey guys, it's me and I am here. No camera today. I wasn't expecting Amber to actually upload, but she did, and I have a bunch of stuff in front of me that I'm writing and working on, and I just didn't feel like getting out the camera and everything, setting up the area. So this one will be without a camera. I told you I am gonna use the camera more often now, so definitely expect it to come back. But anyways, this one has a lovely clickbait title. It's titled "What My Crush Thinks of My Size and My Most Shocking Way In Yet." And I do have my own opinions of these things, and I will get into them. So I will try to skip through anything that is irrelevant. I don't want this to be a super long video tonight, guys. And I have her video linked below in the description if you want to go back and watch the whole thing. And the first thing I want to say is, like, I love a wicked, crazy, dramatic makeup look, a cosplay type look, but I don't like this super long extended wing on Amber, because just with the shape of her face, it doesn't look that great. And she has like a little fake mole or something here off to the right, or a sticker. To me, it looks like there's a little fly that landed on her, but I guess she's trying to be cute. Okay, so I'm drinking a nice hot cup of tea. I have a Dragon's Eye Oolong, and let's see what our gorl has to say today.
Hello, hello.
And if you hear any noises in the background, it's either the channel dog Frodo or the channel kid Ezio.
Your favorite dainty 500-pound girly pop.
And see, she's already trolling already. Here, it's already your favorite dainty girly. First of all, you're not dainty. You're not necessarily our favorite, and you're certainly not a girly pop. But that's neither here nor there.
Welcome to my new weigh-in video. You guys are about to be shook. So today is February 14th, Wednesday, Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day. That is why.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. And if you're doing anything for Lent, I am. I have a plan. I have a little 8-9 minute video on it on the channel. Check it out. If you're doing anything, giving anything up for Lent, celebrating it, I hope you have a good one. Let's do it.
We are wearing some pink earrings. That is why we have a heart here. So
it's a little heart sticker, but to me it looked like a little fly had landed on her. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be shady or anything. That I just don't like with the super extreme eyeliner, the eyeshadow. Her eyebrows look horrible because she doesn't know how to do them. The sticker, the blush, she's got a lot of blush on. A heavy foundation and lipstick. It's a little much. It doesn't look good to me, guys. It's a little overkill. And she doesn't even have her lipstick right. She just literally goes around and smears it all over her lips. She doesn't take the time to go from side to side or from corner into the middle and pay attention to her Cupid's bow, which is very minimal anyways, but it just looks bad. But anyways.
The baby between these earrings are actually my Barbie earrings, but I don't know. I chose these. So anyways, happy freaking Valentine's Day. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. I personally am. So
of course, it's a holiday that Amber puts far too much value and stock into, because she's obsessed with this waxing, sentimental, tween romance novel version of love.
I want to start off this video by saying I'm sorry there was no what I ate today on Friday. I just thought it would have been the most pointless video in the whole world. It probably would have been 1 minute long.
Why? Because you didn't eat anything on Friday? Amber, come on, give us a break.
You will find out why.
You didn't want to catch any flack.
Later on in this video why I actually did not upload one, but I will say right now that I am sorry for not like being more communicative. Is that a word? I'm just sorry for not like letting you guys know like, hey, there's not gonna be.
No, you're not, Amber. And you could have uploaded one Thursday, you could have uploaded one Saturday or Sunday or Monday or yesterday.
A video on Friday. I will try to get better at that. So before we get to my weigh-in and what I've been doing this week, etc., we're gonna answer the 3 questions that you guys asked me. So the first question,
and I told you guys, don't ask her questions. Don't do it, because one, she's going to ignore the most pressing ones. She's going to lie about the answers, or she's going to make them up and answer them all together. This woman gets plenty of money for the little bit of work she does. Make her do her own work. She's so dependent on us asking her questions, like I said, that she doesn't even like honor to do her work for her. Stop asking her questions.
Is what diet has made you feel the best physically?
I'm going to say beforehand, none of them, because Amber never sticks to a diet. She never sticks to a diet, and she never does one right. Whether it was vegan or keto or the weight loss doctor's plan, Amber will always spin and manipulate and tweak a plan to so that it allows her to eat what she wants. Like when she did keto, she did not do keto appropriately. All she did was eat tons of keto products, bars, cookies, breads, ice creams, and that's not true keto. Those are more for people meant in maintenance. Weight Watchers. She always does it to where she eats the fast food and the takeout and stuff like that. She never does a diet correctly, and she doesn't stick to them long enough to see any progress or results out of them. So my answer is none, because she doesn't do crap as far as dieting. But let's hear what she has to say.
A vegan.
Oh, and by the way, Octavia, whatever it was called, would have been fine for her, because I know she freaks out that, oh my God, 700 calories a day, that's not enough. She's not going to wither away and die anytime soon. Amber can deal with the drastic cut in calories. She could have survived on that program for literally 7 or 8 months. And I'm not telling you to go out and starve yourself. All I'm saying is that was a good scapegoat for Amber to quit that. She actually would have been fine. The fact that this woman worries that she may starve, that she doesn't get enough calories, is absolute comedy gold to me.
For probably less than a week, maybe 7 days. So maybe a week. I don't know. It was somewhere around there.
Yeah, and when she did vegan, what did she do? Live on like Oreo cookies and French fries because they're technically vegan? Oh, geez, I wonder why she felt like shit. I wonder why she didn't lose weight.
It was not long at all, but I just remember feeling literally physically the best. I was lighter on my feet. I literally felt like a feather just floating through the world. Like, it made me feel really, really good. But
you didn't stick to it, Amber. If you felt so amazing and it was so perfect and you felt so great, why didn't you stick with it?
I wasn't eating the healthiest. Like, my first meals in the day were super healthy. I was eating like carrots and hummus and things like that. And then after work, I would go home, because this was years ago. This is when I was actually a PCA worker. I would go home and I would have tons of white rice and beans and Fritos because...
Well, white rice and beans aren't inherently bad, but Amber, you eat rice by a 2 or 3 pound serving. Like, you can't eat that many rice and beans. You need to eat some. If you're going to be a vegetarian, a key feature of being a vegetarian is eating vegetables and plant-based proteins like seitan, tofu. You could have eaten, you didn't even have to go full vegan. You could have done vegetarian and eaten eggs and stuff like that. Like I said, she will tweak and do any diet to allow her to eat what she wants.
Fritos are vegan. And then I would like literally binge on Oreos. But I think something about taking out all of the animal products just made me feel better. But I am not a vegan girly pop.
Not to mention that you were acting holier than thou that like 3 days.
Never gonna happen. But regardless, it made me
And right now I'm on like a pescatarian vegetarian plan for Lent. Wednesdays are going to be full vegetarian, and any other day I want for the 40 days plus like the 5-6 days of the Holy Week. So for the next like 40 to 46 days, I can be vegetarian any day I want to be. But definitely on Wednesdays, I want to stick to it on Wednesdays, but I can also have the option of being pescatarian where I can eat some fish. The only caveat is I'm not doing any dairy. I can do like a dairy-free like substitute. I'm doing ghee instead of butter to get that buttery taste, but the milk solids are gone, and dairy substitutes. So no dairy for the next 40 to 46 days. And trying to not eat any junk as far as like candy, cookies, sweets, stuff like that too. A little bit of raw honey in some of my coconut milk yogurt. Have some chia seeds and stuff to mix with that. But pretty much it's pretty strict.
Feel physically the best. So the second question is, how do you feel about the success of Tammy Slayton?
Now she's going to sit there and talk about, "Ooh, I'm so happy for Tammy. Oh, I'm so proud of her. I couldn't be happier." Listen, low-key Amber hates this because Tammy was her one go-to where she could always say in Girl World there was somebody bigger than her. And now that Tammy is succeeding, everybody else is doing pretty okay. The only ones that are failing miserably are Amber and Foodie Beauty and Alexandria Rodriguez. Alexandra, whatever her name is. And Amber is the biggest girl in Girl World now. And she is also by far, her and Foodie, the most hopeless. So she's going to talk about how happy and proud she is. But I think that in a way she's mad too. Because everybody's going, "Oh my God, Amber, if Tammy could do it, what's your problem? You know, there's no excuse for you. You're utterly hopeless." So she's mad that somebody else is doing this and losing weight and getting the praise that she wants, but Tammy is also putting in the work.
I really wanted to choose this question because I feel like people compare us a lot. That's kind of just something that happens on the internet. Like,
no more now, Amber. She's like way ahead of you in light years.
Like, all fat girls get compared, and that's fine. I get it. But what I feel about her success is happiness. I feel inspired. She motivates.
You're so inspired, Amber. So what the hell are you doing? She talks about all this stuff that inspires her or motivates her or wakes her up. Like, you know, the pictures and seeing herself in the mirror at the store. That really woke me up to my size, and it really motivates me to change. I want to live every day a little better. Yet she never, ever, ever does anything to change. So everything she says now is just going to be like, want, want, want. It's just lip service.
It's not even just success within like her weight. It's just like success within like who she is as a person. Like, I've always liked Tammy. Years and years and years ago, you might have heard, you know, troll in, throw like a shade here and there, but it was never like true, authentic how I felt about her. I've always liked Amy. I've always liked Tammy. When I see someone, regardless of who
I don't think they really like you, Amber.
Is when I see them lose hundreds of pounds, when I see people
I dare this woman to say it motivates her and inspires her.
Prove themselves in any sort of way. When I see just success in any way, like, I'm genuinely happy for the person. It's just like seeing Tammy grow and improve in like every single way.
No, actually, Tammy is the only one that's growing is you, Amber. Tammy is shrinking, and thus it's making her a different, new, better person, a better version of herself. She's learning a lot about herself and enjoying life more. But the only one growing around here, Amber, is you and your partner in crime, Chantel.
While also going through the death of her husband, like, it just is very empowering, and I am just in.
Yeah, that's really sad. And I know that him actually not sticking to his plan and doing what he needed to do, because he wasn't really sticking to anything. I know that that was a real point of contention between him and Tammy. She was very upset with him about not sticking to a diet, doing what he needed to do to lose weight. Because she cared about him and she wanted him to get better. She was, seeing success, and she wanted the same for him, and she knew how dangerous it was. And just him not making it at that young age, it's very tragic.
So much support of her, it's insane. A lot of people think that I'm like jealous of her. No.
You are, Amber.
I'm looking at what she's doing and I'm like, damn, I can do that too.
Okay, so you look at Tammy and say, damn, I can do that too. Well, what are you waiting for, Amber? What are you waiting for? Your time to wait and drag your feet and start tomorrow or next week or next month is over. I just don't know what kind of medical emergency it's going to take to wake Amber up. I don't know if she has a rock bottom. I don't know if anything will wake her up. Cancer didn't. I mean, is it going to take having literally some acute near death experience, like a massive heart attack or a potential stroke? I mean, is that what it's going to take? And even then, so much damage is done, it might be too late. You know, like, she doesn't realize, like, when you have a heart attack, wherever that attack takes place in your heart, from that part of your heart and below it is often damaged permanently. So if she had a heart attack very down low in her heart, it might not be as bad. It might be easier to recover from. But if she has one in the middle or towards the top, that could be it. It could be lights out. She could have such a hit to her ejection fraction that her heart is barely functioning. She could have what's called a widowmaker. And I don't know that she would survive that. So it's like, what is really truly going to wake this woman up?
Showing that if she can do it, anyone can do it. Okay, so the third question is, what does your Valentine / crush think of your size? So it seems like every single time I'm in a relationship, this question is like always a question that is asked, which I get it. I understand, because it's a thought that I actually have internally, subconsciously, consciously. I'm aware of the thought. Sometimes I'm not aware of the thought. It's a thought that is always there, so I can understand why other people also think it. But I can safely say, in every relationship that I have ever been in, their answers are always the exact same. It's very, I don't see you for your size. I think you are beautiful. You have an amazing personality.
Okay, but that's a problem. One, because Amber, you don't have an amazing personality. Your personality is poop. And second of all, it's one thing. I'm not saying that big people don't deserve love or whatever. That Amber, you can think she has a pretty face or whatever. But there is a difference between liking somebody that is overweight or chubby or bigger or pretty big versus somebody that is Amber level big. Okay, Amber is so big that she is sized out of society. She is permanently physically deformed. She does not have the shape of a human. She is physically disabled from her condition. She has serious health issues because of her weight. She had cancer because of her weight. She is going to have other major issues because of her weight. And that is why anybody who's attracted to Amber or her size, they've got mental problems. They're effed up. They've got problems, and you should probably avoid them, because that person is saying, I am okay. I am attracted to poor health. I am attracted to sickness and early death. I am attracted to piss poor, tragic lifestyle choices. So it has nothing to do with whether she's pretty or not. It has to do with the kind of life you live and the way you treat yourself to be Amber's size and maintain her size. Because believe me, it is actually freaking work to get to Amber's size and maintain it. Try eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day, and then actually eating 4, 5, 6, 8,000 calories a day every single day for years. It is an actual chore. And whoever likes her is effed in the head. They're attracted to death. And they're most likely a feeder. Even if they're not, they're attracted to death and they've got problems. And like I said before that, Amber doesn't, her personality is not a redeeming trait. She's a known liar and manipulator and abuser, and she's verbally abusive to her partners and to her family. She just treats people like shit. So I just don't know what her redeeming qualities would be. The money that she makes isn't what it used to be. It's still good, but man, it's not worth it.
And that's exactly what my Valentine said this year. She says that she doesn't see me.
Oh, and if it is the girl, if her crush, I sound like I'm talking about a freaking teenager. If her crush, her Valentine, is the girl that we think it is, then that girl is also very overweight and has a weight problem and poor lifestyle habits of her own too. So just one more person that will enable Amber and not encourage her to change.
For my size, I'm beautiful. We always have really good conversation, like no matter what we're talking about. She thinks I'm funny. Like
Amber, it doesn't have anything to do. You got to stop just worrying about looks and what you think's beautiful and stuff, and your hair and you need to start worrying about your health.
Finds me physically attractive. Just my size isn't something that she sees. And trust me, I get it.
I'm telling you, she has to see your size. Anybody who dates you or has to be around you, you can't say she doesn't see my size. She has to, because guess what? Your size has physically hindered you to the point that it has ended relationships for you. Jade, who likes bigger girls, left you because your weight was so bad that you couldn't go out and do anything. You couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't travel. You couldn't go to events. You couldn't have fun. You couldn't have a normal adult time life. Because I can't say the sex word on YouTube too much. But so they have to see your size, because your size is not just a physical hindrance for you. It is a physical hindrance for your partners and their lifestyles too. I mean, I'm sorry, but Jade was not happy just literally sitting in your apartment 24/7 and eating copious amounts of food and takeout and snacks and that be the highlight of your life. So don't say they don't see your size, because if they don't, like I said, they've got issues.
It's a weird thing, because it's like, how are you?
Or they're just a total feeder, and well, that's a whole nother level of messed up.
You not see my size? Like it's confusing to me, and it's always the same answer from every partner I've been with. I almost want to say maybe to an extent I understand, because it's like when I'm in a relationship with someone, I don't see their flaws. I don't see them for their flaw. I don't stop loving them for their flaw or whatever it may be, or something that they're super insecure about. So it's like maybe in the same way.
You were pretty mean to Becky about stuff you didn't like about her. And then after you break up with them, you drag them. So I wouldn't say that that's necessarily true what you just said, Amber.
That's the way they view
And
me.
also, you won't date anybody. People that are truly healthy and fit, I don't think want to have anything to do with you because of your poor lifestyle choices. But if you dated someone that was more fit or worried about health, if somebody liked you, they would tell you, I will not stay with you if you are not actively making better choices, eating healthy and losing weight. Every week, if you step on that scale, if it's the same or higher, I'm out. Because that's what it's going to take to prove that somebody truly cares about you, is that they want you to be healthy. And they wouldn't participate in all the takeout with you and the snacking and the food taste testing. No, they would make you get up and walk and do what you need to do, eat healthy, stick to a diet, and get back to a weight loss doctor.
He's like, I don't see you for that flaw. I don't see you for that thing that you're insecure about. I don't know.
Your flaw is life hindering, Amber, so they have to see it.
My Valentine says that I'm beautiful inside and out, and that makes me really happy. I think genuinely there are just really amazing people out there who aren't shallow, and that.
But Amber, like, it's not shallow to not be attracted to somebody of your size because of the stuff I just said. It's not like you're just a little overweight and you're chubby and you can still live a normal life. No, and you're probably not going to live another 8 years. You'd be lucky if you get another 7 to 10. So that person would also have to deal with the fact that they're not going to be in a long-term relationship with you because you're not going to be around, because you love food more than anything else. That's not shallow to want to be with someone into their 70s and 80s and be able to travel and go do things. That's not shallow, Amber.
To see people beyond their weight and their size, etc., etc. But since I am,
you can, but only to a certain point. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, guys? Do you agree with me? Do you understand what I'm saying here? And I'm not coming at it from like a mean, just rude point of view. This is like true.
Enemy. Sometimes it's hard to believe that, but I have to believe it because I have been in multiple relationships where people really do prove to me, like, I don't see you for your weight. I see you for so much more than that. Okay, girly pops, it is time for my weigh-in. The last week I was 515.0, and
And I was looking up a video. I might do a react tomorrow of where Amber was this time last year. And she did put out a video last year on Valentine's Day where she did a weigh-in, and I think it was supposed to be like $4.95, something like that. And I'm looking at it, watching this video, and according to her, and according to that weigh-in, she was only about 20 pounds heavier now than she was then, and she looks at least 40 to 50 pounds heavier now than she was then. So I still am not believing her weigh-ins. I think they are definitely fudged by at least 40 to 50 pounds.
That was after spending time with some friends that came down for like 5 to 6
Yeah, and of course you use friends over as an excuse to eat and gorge yourself and stuff yourself like a Thanksgiving turkey and drink all the things. Of course, the most unhealthy cocktails you can imagine. Those are the ones Amber drinks. But again, if people were really your friends, they would say, "Oh, our friend is like near death. She's like at a medical level, borderline immobile. Maybe we shouldn't just have her sit and eat and drink all day. Like, let's get her doing something that's healthier."
days.
Some
And
friends.
I ate more than usual, walked more than usual, which I swell a lot when I walk a lot. Especially
Amber, you're not gaining all this weight just from swelling. And that's another thing I'm working on. Looking up people who lose weight successfully with lipedema. And there is a woman I found, and I actually kind of want to get a hold of her here on YouTube and see if I can interview her, because she lost a lot of weight, looks great with lipedema. It took her a very long time and she had to persevere, but she did it. And one of the main things they tell you to do to help with lipedema and lymphedema is move and walk. And Amber uses this purely as an excuse.
like when I'm in a car a lot, which I was doing that as well. I was also drinking my calories. Like, it was just a lot of different
You were
things.
eating them too, girl.
And I gained some weight. So last week, 515.0. And today, here's my weigh-in.
Amber, if you show me that damn ceiling and there's jump cuts, my allergies are going nuts. I'm not going to believe it. I told you what you need to do. You have to show us you stepping on the scale completely away from a counter that you can hold on to. Full body shot, like not holding on to anything, no jump cuts.
It is Valentine's Day,
And
February
I guarantee there's a cut in here.
14th. So happy Valentine's Day. So I got a little sneak peek. I stepped on the scale yesterday and y'all are about to be shocked. So I hope you're ready for it.
Hello, it's ready.
Okay, stepping on.
501.2 pounds.
Oh, 501.2. Oh, and the haters
No. No.
are gonna say that is not real.
Amber, yes, the haters are going to say it's not real. You are telling me, after you just did a taste test of candy and stuff in your last video, which, by the way, I looked that up, guys. That was a $20 gift box of boba jelly beans. And the box contained almost 600 calories. And she's been getting all that takeout. And you mean to tell me that all of a sudden, this woman literally, the first 6 weeks of the year, only lost 0.8 pounds, which means she lost nothing. She maintained. That suddenly, within a week, she's lost 15, almost 16 pounds? No, absolutely not. No. If she really did, if she was eating better, I don't know why the hell she wouldn't have showed us. I just don't believe it. Where did she suddenly get this amazing surge of willpower? No, absolutely not. I guarantee she has 1 foot hanging off that scale or something. Again, this is why she won't show us. You want to prove it, Amber? Put your money where your mouth is and not the food, and show us a full body, unedited, unadulterated weigh-in. At a doctor's office, preferably.
And I am so excited to know that it is. What? Okay. A lot of you are probably...
Amber, and you lose weight in your face. Her face looks pretty much the same. If she would have dropped 15, 16 pounds in a week, literally a week, you could tell there wouldn't be as much puffiness and bloating in her face. And she looks exactly the same. I call bullshit on that. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? What do you think about that way? And I think that's a bunch of malarkey.
I'm super confused. Like, what is happening? Let me explain. Not only is my mental health right now.
Oh, okay. So suddenly her mental health is better, guys. It's amazing because she had a Valentine and someone asked her to be a Valentine and she's in love and everything's perfect. And when that all falls into place, suddenly the girl who has to gorge on 6,000 calories a day can have super self-control and eat 1,800, 2,000. No, that's not how it works, Amber. We know the one thing you cannot control yourself with is eating and spending money on and shopping for crap. This is absolute bull. Your good mental health, no. This is absolutely a joke. I could have been doing something pleasant, like rewatching The Walking Dead tonight. But
At the peak that it's been in a very long time, I feel happy. I feel hopeful.
because someone's paying her attention and she's telling people, alluding that she's into a romance and in love and in a relationship. She puts so much value on being in a relationship that it is actually pitiful. And I almost feel bad for her. You can't let whether you have a partner or not dictate the full run of your complete mental health.
I feel motivated, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna get my shit together.
You're doing this. You did this with Jade, and you did the same thing before. You're trying to set the hook and get this girl to officially commit to you and move in. So you're doing the whole, I'm committed, I'm changed, I'm doing the thing, I'm eating healthier, I'm moving, I'm losing weight. We're going to be able to do so much stuff. We're going to be able to travel and do this and that. Well, guess what? Jade, you showed her over the course of just under 2 years that was bull. And then when you bailed out of your weight loss surgery, even she was like, okay, I'm out. Because it's all an act to seal the deal. And then it's only a matter of time before you, once you get your meat hooks in there real good and deep, you go back to doing plain old Amber.
Like, I need to get my shit together. So I went back to something that is what works for me. I'm only eating about once or twice a day. So
oh, okay. So now she's claiming to do 1 or 2 meals a day. Oh, matter what. Amber, no, you're not. No, you're not. You have a bunch of snacks in your house. You admit to eating candy bars and shit at night. You're eating nothing but freaking takeout. I mean, nobody believes this, Amber.
It's like, whoa.
Oh, and is that why is this her excuse for why she didn't film what I ate today on Friday? Because, it was only 1 meal, guys. There was nothing to it. No, there's people that do OMAD and they record and upload their 1 meal for the day. So you could have done it, but the fact is you probably didn't want us to see what you were eating, and you were lazy, and you were too busy staring at your phones to double check your DMs, obsessing over this girl, and you just didn't want to do your job.
Well, that's crazy. But I feel good when I do that. Every time I
She always talk about, I feel so good. I just feel so good when I do that. I feel so much better. That's what works for me. Then why do you never, ever, ever stick with it? If it worked for you, if you were actually doing it, you would stick with it and we would see results. Not the same juggling act up and down, the same like 5 to 15, maybe 20 pounds. We would see a slow and steady progression on the scale. But from January 1st, you would have been down literally probably 30 or 40 pounds by now. You're down 0.8. And then you're trying to tell me that within the last few days you lost 15? Girl. I may have been born at night, but it wasn't last night.
though, it was a takeout meal. So like an example.
Of course it was a takeout meal, because the girl whose menial little goal was to just cook more at home. She's only eating 1 meal a day, guys. 1, maybe 2 meals a day. And her goal was to cook more at home. But her 1 meal a day was, of course, takeout. So she's not cooking. I have never, ever, I don't think, in my life, seen the degree of lazy on anybody else in my life as I have on Amber. Maybe one or two people, and that's a really, really low crowd to be hanging with Amber. Even Foodie Duty will at least cook some of her own. She will at least make stuff herself. So, wow. You are scraping a new bottom of the barrel, Amber. But go ahead, be so proud of yourself. Woohoo!
If I wanted seafood boil, I said, you know what? I'm gonna.
My God, and then the meal she gets is a freaking seafood boil, which is sure, it's probably delicious, but it comes with a lot of sausage and added sodium and MSG, so it's got tons of added sodium, tons of bad fat, because you know they're not using real butter and stuff in there. It's like butter flavored, like seed oil, and it's probably the equivalent of probably like 2,000 or 3,000 calories. And you know she's getting a dessert, and you know she's eating snacks.
Like a seafood boil. I'm gonna allow myself to have this meal. I'm going to.
And that's your problem, Amber. Do you see, guys? This is the problem. This is what, oh my God. I am sitting up because I am like getting freaking agitated here. Tea is down. I'm sitting up and my fists are balling. I should have had the camera out for this one, guys. This is the problem with these girls. She just said, I wanted the seafood boil and I'm going to allow myself to have it. And that's the problem, Amber. You let yourself have every single freaking thing you want. It's all about what Amber wants right here, right now. Amber gets her way, instant gratification, cares nothing about how it's going to affect her tonight or tomorrow or a week or a month or a year from now. She's got to learn to say no to herself, and she will never do it. That's why I believe she needs a freaking conservatorship. She is a risk to her own health. She needs someone to control her money, her access to being able to order food. She literally needs a babysitter to make all these decisions for her. Or she needs to be put into inpatient. And not an inpatient like Tammy Slayton was in. Because as we saw with that one, her husband was in there for weight and stuff like that too, but they didn't really enforce anything. They let him like do what he wanted and not stay on plan. And look at how tragic that turned out. Amber needs to be in like bona fide food jail. She needs to be in a hospital or something where some Dr. Now level strict MFer is laying down the gauntlet to where she can't get access to anything that is what they are giving her. That is a very strict plan. I mean, this woman she has just such big freaking problems. Oh my God. I wasn't expecting to be this triggered, but you guys really like it when I get mad and go out. I'm sorry I don't have the camera on this one, guys, but oh, let's hurry up and finish this. I want to go get my kid up there into the shower and get him ready for bed and go on enjoying the rest of my freaking night.
To enjoy it, but that's all I'm gonna eat for the day. And I thoroughly, physically, and mentally feel good doing that. I did go grocery shopping yesterday though, because I know that I can't be eating takeout every single day. Even
you say that, Amber, but you're getting takeout every single day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And to sit there and say, oh, that's all I ate for the day. No, it's not, because you needed something sweet. No, it's not. It's not all you ate for the day, Amber. You're not fooling anybody. And that stuff is inherently unhealthy for you. Get some seafood. You got the money. You have the time. Make a healthier version of a baked seafood boil or something like that at home. You know? Lure this girl in by proving you're the domestic goddess. She could make these things healthier, but it takes effort. You know, it takes no effort for her to take her pudgy little finger, dial a number, put in an order, and have it delivered. You know, like it's laziness. It's just laziness. And she's pissing me off.
if it is just one meal. So my goal for this week is I'm going to...
And like I said, Amber doesn't need to just worry about weight loss. Obviously, she needs a significant amount of weight off now. But she also needs to worry about eating healthier, getting some nutrients in her body, getting inflammation levels down, getting her insulin levels and blood sugar levels down and level, getting fatty liver reversed, she needs to worry not just about losing weight, but actually being healthy. And that's part of her problem. Amber truly won't listen and thinks that the only thing that matters in food is the calorie count. And that is not true. She needs to worry about the nutritional value, the hormonal effects, the inflammatory effects that what she's eating has on her body. Because I'm telling you, she's running out of time before she ends up with some major medical emergency.
Cook daily.
And I don't wish that on her. God, I want her to freaking avoid that.
Even if it's just one meal. I just really love to be the queen of moderation. What can I say? So it's like if
Amber, that is like so rude for you to even joke about that. And like, and I'm like crabby because like I said, I started Lent today. All I had to eat today was rice because I was going to do like a liquid fast. And I said, okay, I've been eating a lot, so I'm going to like ease into liquid fasting. But all I ate today was rice. And I'm like, because I'm not that hungry. And I'm going to have some coconut milk yogurt, unsweetened vanilla yogurt with some chia seeds and a little drizzle of raw honey as soon as I get done here, actually, because my eating window is over at 8 o'clock. I'm trying to fast between 8 p.m. and noon each day, so it's like a 16 and 8. And I'm fine. You know what I mean? She could, and honestly, the rice and the yolk, it will be filling. She could make healthy stuff at home and be able to satisfy her craving of eating a metric F ton of food. But again, just like Chantel, she looks for all these highly processed foods, overly palatable foods that give her that foodgasm. You know, she eats for pleasure, not for purpose. And until her mindset changes, she is hopeless.
I want to order takeout, I want to allow myself to do those things.
Amber, and you shouldn't. That's the problem. Oh, if I want to order takeout, I should allow myself. No, you shouldn't. You've allowed yourself too much leeway for too long. Grow up. Put your big ass big girl panties on and cowgirl up and do the damn thing, Amber.
Especially right now, because if I just cold turkey said, no more takeout, no more of the foods that you enjoy, then I'm going...
You make healthier versions at home, Amber. And then that would also be good content. You could show us and do vlogs of you making these healthier things and going, oh yeah, I'm a shit cook, but watch me learn how to cook. Watch me improve my cooking skills and do stuff like that. Ugh.
To fail. I have done that repeatedly. It truly seems like I lose.
It's because you don't want to tell yourself no. You're a spoiled You're a spoiled princess.
The most weight when I do this, when I just eat once or twice a day.
You lost the most weight when Crystal's parents padlocked you out of the kitchen and you couldn't get into the food at night. That's when you lost weight, Amber, when somebody else was in charge.
It is freaking crazy.
And she wasn't starving herself, by the way, when all that happened. She was still eating frickin' balanced meals and stuff like that.
It makes the most sense, I know, like obviously because I'm eating less. Because if you guys remember,
when she had cancer, she lost some weight. But boy, she ate her way through that.
Freaking crazy. It makes the most sense, I know.
And again, this is just her making an excuse to do a diet and eat the way she wants. Perfect example right here. Oh, I should be allowed to order takeout. I should be able to eat because I'm only eating once a day, and I'm trying to make healthier choices. And if I don't eat what I want, then I'll stress eat and I'll binge. So it's better for me to just get what I want and allow myself to have the things I want. Or my mental health will go down the shitter because I'll be stressed and then I'll get do you see the excuses? Like, we're watching in real time. She's sitting here spinning these excuses to do a diet and to eat the way she wants.
Like, obviously, because I'm eating less. Because if you guys remember, I think it was back in September.
Amber, you're still eating 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day. There's no way you lost 15 pounds. Just no way. And then what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks? Somehow she's going to gain the weight back and I was off track, or I had a bad day, or I was stressed, or I was depressed. There's going to be some excuse to why it didn't stick. If she was truly better, if she was truly fixed, if she was on the right track, there would be a permanent downward trajectory. But it's just going to bounce right back up in a week or two if she lost anything at all. But I don't think she did. Maybe she maintained, but this woman did not lose 15 pounds.
Where I lost like 30 pounds in a month, and it's because I was doing that. I was eating only once or twice a day.
No, and I don't believe you lost that. I remember when she was saying she lost that 30 pounds, and I don't believe it because she never showed herself on the scale, and she didn't look any different. With 15, 20, 30, 40 pounds on Amber, you will see it in her face and in her light collarbone area. You will, and she's no different. Now, the only thing you can see is that she's got some type of like slimming filters on, but she's doesn't look any different.
And I felt so good, but then
so good, and then you just stopped again, right? And oh wait, she's ready to make the excuse her mental health went bad, guys. Well, guess what? There's always going to be something in life that stresses you out, that affects you, that's going to cause your mental health to go up and down. Amber, there's never any reason why you can't just eat a little less food, especially when on a daily basis you eat enough for 3 normal sized women. It's not hard to just eat for 2 normal sized women on a given day. So here comes the excuse.
Mental health got really, really bad, and I started eating more again, and then I gained the weight back, and then I haven't been able to get back to that. And then here I am back to that.
And at 500 pounds, when her mental health gets bad, she gains the weight back. Guys, that means she's eating 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 calories a day on these days. I mean, that's disgusting.
Again, and I don't want it to stop now because I feel so freaking good. But that goes back to what I was saying. Like, if I did a what I ate today and I only ate 1 meal, what type of video is that? I mean,
it would be an honest one if it was true. There's people that do OMAD and they post it. You could have posted it as a short or something like that, but you're not posting it because you know you're full of shit, and you know that we'll tell you you're full of poop and we'll call you out, and you don't want to hear the backlash.
Could have turned it into like a eat with me situation, but I was
no, that's another word for a mukbang, Amber, and go ahead and start doing that and see how quick people report your channel. I report videos where she eats, especially bad stuff. I'm not telling you to do it, but I'm just saying I do because it is self-harm, what she's doing as a woman her size. When she drinks too, I report them.
Afraid of what you guys would think of that.
But I'm just one person. It don't mean anything. Like, YouTube really doesn't do anything to her anyway, so I don't know what the point is.
No, I already know the comments. If I would have said, hey guys, this is the only thing I'm eating today, I'm gonna film Eat With Me, I already know what everyone would have said. They would have been like, oh my god, this is a mukbang, your mukbang era is back, oh my god, she has no money, oh my god, look at her eat on camera, oh my god, she's so off track, oh my god, she's lying. I just don't want to put myself through that.
Amber will forgive people not believing a 500 plus pounder when she says she's only eating once a day.
But now that I've explained myself a little bit more, if you guys do see and Eat With Me in the future,
I'm sorry, Frodo's doing his thing.
That is also like, hey, this is what I ate today. That is the reason why. So I don't know, folks. I feel good. I hope you guys are feeling good. I am literally almost in the 400s, and I am so excited.
I don't believe it. I still think she's probably around 530. I just don't believe it. I think she's full of crap, and I'm gonna end it here because I want to go. I'm gonna go get my kiddo up in the shower and stuff like that, and get him situated and go have my yogurt. Oh, and I'm going to let my blood pressure come down. Yeah, I'm going to let my blood pressure come down. So anyways, let me know, please. I just can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Do you believe any of this? And I will be keeping an eye out for the comments. I'll try to respond to some of them tomorrow, probably for sure tomorrow, if not later tonight. And I will talk to you guys later. I hope you are having a good Wednesday, and I'll see you in the next one.